YouTube, what's up? It's your boy BEARDABEAST, and we're back with another banger. Today we're going to be talking about the drive and kick. It won't solely be the kick, the passing aspect of it, and it won't solely be the driving aspect of it. So it's a good mix right here, and as we get further along in the video, I will start to get more in depth on certain concepts. But starting out, everybody should be able to at least understand or grasp the concept that I'm trying to put out, and whether you can do the moves or not, it's something that you can work towards. You know, you can look forward to this. So let's start out with being able to dribble and the drive. So whether you can dribble really well or you're more of a left stick type of guy and you play angles, you're going to be able to understand this concept. So it's pretty easy, pretty simple. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So when you watching me do my moves, right, don't just look at the picture. Just watch the picture that I'm trying to paint. So don't just sit there and look at the movement back and forth and, oh, that's a good move and that's a highlight. Like, nah. Figure out what I'm trying to do to the defender and what am I looking for as an offensive player right here, right? So on the drive, you have to be able to create some type of separation. Once you create the separation, what I like to do is I like to set it up. I like to sway left, go right, or go right, then go left. So I like to sway the defender one way, knock him off balance, then attack. Then when I attack off of that, I have the setup. So I'm going to show it to you right here. So watch the moves that I'm doing, right? So that behind the back, I'm trying to create separation. He stayed with me. Here we go. So when the game gets good. So watch this. That move right there. See how when I do that move, he's no longer in front of me? So this is what creates that angle. This is what creates that driving lane. This is what you're looking for as a dribbler or anybody that's just trying to hoop and create space. So once you get that amount of space, a lot of people like to go on that move. I don't. I like to go one more move because now his controller he's going to have to shift his controller to the left. And I'm going to go back to the right. This is going to be pretty easy, pretty simple for me. I've been doing it a lot. I'm just trying to slow the game down for you. So I sway one way, and then I do my move to the opposite side, then I take off. That's how I like to play it. Shooters at the highest level get this amount of space, and they shoot the rock. So I'm more of a driver, and in this instance, driving kick. That's the video, right? I went left, then I go right. He's off balance. Now that I done rocked them, I'm good to go. I'm safe. So you'll see me do those. That's the concept that you want to look for. You'll see me doing these type of things, and this is what's going to allow you to create space or beat your man. And then once you create space, beat your man, then the defense have to react. So there might be a lot right now, but that's pretty simple in that clip. You're going to see right here. This is pretty simple basketball, right? And it's, you could say, hey, Bear, you're playing with your fool because you got him on the first move, right? But look at that defender in the paint. And that's what we're going to get to that. So once you beat your guy, you have to understand that you're playing against 5 defenders. Somebody is going to help. So when you beat your guy and you realize, hey, I just beat my guy, they realize it too. Hey, the guy that's guarding the ball, my teammate, is beat. So they realize that. So as you can see, as soon as I beat this guy, watch the center. As soon as I beat this guy, watch the center. Look at that center. He's already taking a step. Look at the center. Look where the center's at. So they see it too. So you can't just play the game like, oh, I'm playing against a bunch of idiots. They don't know what they're doing. Even though I'm in the wreck, people know when their teammate is getting beat. So you have to be aware of that. So keep that in mind. So all these little gems that you're about to hear, write these down. You're going to have to remember these because this is how you're going to get better. So for me, I know that once he helped and the guy got back, the defender was fried. So I'm not even playing the game against the defender in front of me. The game that I get to play is with that back end guy. So you'll get to a point to where you're beating your guy so consistently, he doesn't matter. You're reading the defense. Now, that's the game that you have to get into. So when we talk about drive and kick, you have to learn how to drive. You got to learn how to beat your opponent. If you can't beat the man in front of you, it's going to be really hard to pass because they don't have to do anything. So the guy in front of me, he's cooked. This guy's cooked. I mean, he's jumping. He's jumping. This guy, I'm playing a game with the back end guy. So you got to get to that point to where the first defender doesn't matter. Now, if you want to learn how to get more moves, some easy tricks, some quick hitters, how to get open, drop that down in the comments. We'll make a video on that. But if this is for the people that I could beat my man ain't a problem. What do I need to do after that? How am I reading the floor? That's what we're going to get into. We got a little time. We got some time. Pay attention because here, you don't need a lot of space. So you don't need a lot of space. As you can see, I'm going to do this on the left side, do this on the right side. So remember earlier I was saying I like to do two moves, right? Watch this. There you go. That's your kill move. So to your shooters, that's your shot pocket. That's your shot pocket. So the people that like to hunt, when they get that much space, they want a 3 hunt, that's your shot pocket to shoot it. If you're a driver, you're going to want to sway that defender left and right. Because then you get him on your heels. Or you get him on his heels. And all you need is just a slither of space. A slither of space. All you need, just a slither of space. I'm going to do it on the other side. That's going to the right. And you got to, like ambidextrous, you got to be just as good going to the left as you is to the right. And I want to show y'all one more thing. One more thing. Now, this is when it's going to get to it. So, as y'all can see, I'm pretty good at getting past my man on the drive, right? I'm getting past my man on the drive. The drive is what sets up your kick. Now, pay attention to this. Because now, this is when it starts to get good. So, once you're able to get past your man and you're driving, hey, Bear, I'm not at that point where I can beat my man consistently yet. How do I do that? In the comments below. In the comments below. Because from here on out, we're going to assume that you know the moves to beat your man. So this is when it's about to start. We're going to start to get to it. Now you got to be like a boxer right here. You got to have a go-to move. So whatever that go-to move or go-to moves, whatever your combinations are. So on this game, the De'Aaron Fox crossover is really good, right? So the De'Aaron Fox is what's going to get me open here. Now pay attention, because the same thing that gets you open on the drive is going to be the same move that you pass off of. So this, because you got to get the defense reacting to something. This right here, that push cross. It's a few things. That certain move is going to make their brain, all right, when he do this move, he gets past him. When he do this move, he's dunking on everybody, right? So you got to put this in their brain. And at a higher level, people are already knowing your game. So when I'm in the 2K league, they've already watched film. So I can come into the game, do this move, and pass it. Because they already watched my film. If I'm in a rec or if I'm in Pro-Am, they might not even react to this because they don't even know what's going on. Whoa, what's going on? What they may react to is you driving and beating your man. So you got to figure this stuff out pretty fast. When you drive and you get to step on your man, no help is coming. But if you're a dunker and you got this much space, you got to take this dunk. But pay attention to this De'Aaron Fox right here. This is easy. De'Aaron Fox, the same move that you do to score has to be your move to counter off of. Right there. You got to counter it, right? This is your counter. So it's your jab, 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 and whatever you like to throw, your straight after that, your hook after that, your uppercut after the jab. You got to set your jab up. You got to set up your rim run. You got to set the De'Aaron Fox crossover up. You set that up. Once you set that move up, that same move that made you, you can't just be a bot, can't be an idiot, can't be a dummy, and just assume that one move is going to work all game. No. Counter it. You got to counter off of that move. So I do it this time, and instead of dunking, I pass it off of it. Now, keep following me because that's the drive and the kick. Now, same thing, same concept. We'll get down to what I'm looking at in a second and how you break that down. So we're gonna keep digging and digging and digging and go a little bit more in depth, The same thing that make you is the same thing you got to counter off of. So that your move is getting you open, you got to be able to throw off of that as well. Now, this is no De'Aaron Fox. So this right here is no De'Aaron Fox. This is just, I have the step. I didn't do anything. This is not elite dribbling. Watch this. This is not elite dribbling. This is nothing sexy. This is nothing cute. So for the people that just know how to play angles, I know how to beat my man. I know how to play angles. I'm not the best dribbler, but I can get past my man. Then what you want to do is locate the dropper. And how do you locate the dropper? 70-80% of the time, it's the center. So I know left corner, especially in the rec, because you're going to be matched up with your position. Red hair is guarding my L2 button. So that's my center. Center is guarding center. So 70-80% of the time, that's going to be a dropper. So majority of the time, when you beat your guy, the guy you're going to be able to hit is your center. Especially if you got this type of spacing. And when all you need is a step. Once you get this step, this is when you can be like, all right, a lot of the times, more times than not, somebody is coming. Now, if you got 96 drive and dunk, they better be there. They better be there because you don't want to pass that ball 96 drive and dunk. This is not elaborate dribbling. But when you see this action as a guard, you got the step. Know that the defense realize you have a step as well. They know when to help, when not to help. They know, I got him beat. They know you got him beat too. So that's when you got him beat, because you're going to have about 1.5, 2.5 dribbles from when you beat him to when you get to the paint. And that's when you really could be looking off on what's going on the court. So right here at this moment, I'm going to tell you what, because a lot of people ask me, Bear, where are your eyes at? Where are your eyes? I'm trying to learn how to dribble. I'm trying to learn when to shoot. I'm trying to learn how to pass it. What are you looking at? Here, I'm focusing on beating my guy. You have to beat your guy. That's primary number one. Once you beat your guy, all right, I got the step. Now, my shift goes to the helpers. And now I'm looking at the floor. I know where my buttons at in my head, my square, my circle, my triangle, my L2, I'm X. I know where my buttons at. Once I beat them, I then shift to look around at the court. I'm looking at the court. I'm looking at the court. And then after you look at the court, you got to know whether to pass it or to go dunk. Once you start the meter to go dunk, you're fine. You'll be able to time the meter because you already got the step. You already did your work. That was primary number one. It's option number one. So here we go. I see it. I know where the dropper is at. Once you, and I don't know if I could have dunked it on this guy. I don't know. But once you get that step, they're going to help. That's just the way the game goes. They're going to help. And that's nothing sexy. That was nothing sexy. I just walked past my guy right there. Here we go. The same move that make you, De'Aaron Fox. You got to be able to throw your counter off of that. You have to be able to do that. Did you see it again? Same thing. The same move that make you. Here we go. The same move that make you. It's going to be the same. Now, when you play comp, the higher level competition you play, square and triangle won't be open. If that corner and triangle leaves, your pass is going to be square because that guy that was guarding square is going to rotate down to triangle. That's a little tip for you when a 5-out, especially playing pro-am. It starts to become a little bit more complex. That first read ain't there. So as a point guard, you got options. Your first option that looks open, scratch that one when we get to the second one. But when you're playing in a rec, this is fine. That's fine. See, the guy ran back out. They're normally going to run back out to the guy the dropper. They're going to run to the corner. And the guy that was guarding you was going to run to the wing. Now here we go. Let's keep on talking about it. So the key is the drive. The key is setting up your moves to get open. Once you get open, once you beat your defender, watch this. I like to do this move. Set up. I go left, then I go right. That's how you shift them. You got to shift them. Boom, boom, crossover, boom, boom. If I got the ball in the right hand and I just try to take off and go right, it ain't going to work. So I got to fake left, go right. Boom, right? So once I shift that defender, At this point, the defense is at your mercy. This is the point to where you should be looking to pass the ball at. Right here. Right here. This is where you win ball games at as a PG. This is the shiftiness. This is easy money. This is a good breakdown for y'all. If you're paying attention, you want to get better, this is how you learn. This is when you do it right here. I'm going to stop harping on it because y'all should, at this point, you should see it. This is when you should be looking for it. Boom. Right there. It's easy. And this move set it up. Just this space. Wow. This space right here. See how my icons are up? I'm not taking another dribble. I know once I get this space, they gotta help. That's what you want right here. This is your money right here. Out of everything I said so far, short, simple, cute, bam, bam, crossover, wop, wop, left, right, take a step. You beat your guy, throw your hot one. Throw your hot one. And you see where my L2 is at. So I know the dropper is gonna come from the center majority of the time. Now the better people you play are gonna start to mix it up. But as of now, you good money. You'll be able to float. You'll be able to float that over a lot of people's heads right there. That's good money. Simple. Same thing. Get to this spot. When you beat them, when you beat them, man, that's when you look for your dot. As soon as you beat them, you look for your dot right there. This is good, easy ball. As soon as you beat them, dang, look how fast the icons come up. Watch this. I knew I beat them. Look, I already threw the ball at this point. I'm not even past the 3-point line. You just gotta know. Once you beat that guy, somebody has to help. Once you beat that guy, can I catch it? All right, the icons go up so fast. It's just pop, pop. It's just so fast. You gotta be in tune with it just like that though. Like that guy is beat. Look, nobody's helping at this point. But I know. Look at that lane. They gotta react to that. If they don't react to that, they give me 100 dunks. So as a guard, you have to know that when you get this lane, it's not just for you. Can't just be selfish. Can't just be selfish the whole time. This is easy. That's easy. It's easy dot. That's an easy dot for me. Easy dot. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more tricky. Now, in an instance like this, see left corner. I don't want to dive too deep into it because I could talk for days. I love a good tutorial, good film session. This stuff I love, so I can talk for days. I'm gonna wrap it up. Left corner. I see the guard is on my power forward, so they want to swap that back. Guard want to check my lock. They big want to go to it. So the only thing I'm gonna do is create an action, and that's just by moving forward. I'm not gonna beat this guy. I'm just gonna move forward. Whether I move forward or not, they're probably going to switch back anyway, but I'm going to show you the next play. So I just create the action. I move. As I'm doing something, it just looks like I'm not focused on them because I'm doing something. Even though in my mind, I'm only looking at that. So this is where it really gets into the mental of things. I go do something to make it look like, hey, I'm worried about dribbling. I'm trying to go score. Now, since I'm dribbling the ball and I'm focused on me, they're safe to do whatever. I'm processing this in real time, right? They're not going to get that switch back. They're not going to get that switch back because I'm dribbling not for me. I'm dribbling for my teammates. I just want to create some type of diversion. I just want to distract them. And now they feel safe to move because I'm dribbling. Nah, you're not safe. And that's why I say it gets a little bit more in depth. That's hard to do, and that takes some time and years of playing the game at the highest level. You really got to bump to get that. But a lot of y'all like, hey, I want pro tips. I don't want the basic. I don't want the simple. Well, that was something right there that's really elite. A lot of people won't be able to do that in real time, and you're only going to get that once every 2 or 3 games. A lot of this stuff is just simple, and the home a lot of this stuff is not a lot of home run plays, but your grand slam play is going to be something like that, and when you're a really good guard, that's the one you're like, all right, I got him. Now, here we go. You got no ball right here. You got no ball. All right, I'm bumped. Now, watch this guy. On the right block, that guy with the Dennis Rodman hair. I'm double team. I have nothing. So, a lot of people like to bait. They like to go back and forth, go back and forth. So, as they go to the paint, I like to throw it to their corner because they're baiting. They're moving back and forth. This is a elite example of me and him are playing cat and mouse. He's going to take off to the corner, but I know that he ain't got to get all the way to the corner to get a contest. A lot of people like to run and touch their man. You don't got to touch a man to get a contest, because you could be right here and jump and get a contest off of him, right? So I know who we're playing. We're in Pro-Am. We're in a league game. These guys they're more calm. I know how these guys think. So watch this guy. I'm just run. Look, at this point, I'm not worried about it. No, because I know he's not going to run over there and go touch that guy. No, they don't do that. They don't run over there and touch that guy. They make it look like they are. They don't want to hug that man. People want to roam. The last thing they want to do is hug their man in the corner. The higher competition you play, you got to know this. He going to stop. I know. And that's a shot pocket. I know you're going to stop. You don't want to run over there and hug that corner. Nobody wants to run over there and hug that corner. Because you're told you're a bot if you hug the corner. He's in the paint. He go back. I know you're not going all the way over there. That's just something you pick up playing the game a lot. That's a pro tip. I think that's what separates the IQ guards from the dribbling guards. People are like, man, how those guys dribble so well? And then you got certain guys that can pass, and it's just like, how did he know that read was going to happen? A lot of people gonna say, oh, he's guessing. Nah, it ain't a guess. You pass enough, and you realize that people don't nobody want to go over there and sit in that. Look, he's already off the corner. Nobody wants look. Nobody's on the right wing. Nobody's guarding the other guy on the right wing. Nobody nobody wants to hug. These guys move all day long. They move. These kids got ADHD. They can't sit still. So you just play off of that. It's simple. You play off of that. Now, I'm gonna let it roll a little bit, just to get you. So me and Kyle made a lot of money off of this. Here you go, something right here. Drive and kick. Go to your guard wing. As soon as he starts to, you as a guard, see my icon's already up. You go to his wing and you drive. So if you take his wing, he's supposed to move and replace. But we're just going Dex back. So you drive, Dex back to that same wing. You make a lot of money off of that. It's a good play for you. Watch that. Drive to his wing. Once you see him go to the right, he's supposed to, spot finder back to the left. He didn't. I'm in random rec, but here go another little pro tip for you. All right, here we go. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Drive to a corner. Now, when you drive on these corners, because I'm in a 5 out, if number 9 was behind me, it's a certain game you play right here. So you drive, just go get the body bump to the center. If you get the bump with the center and your guy still stick on you, easy pass to the corner, because he can't. You know how people like, oh, I tried to rotate, but I got bumped? Well, you create that scenario. You run and bump the center and then pass it. If you see that your guy rotates to the corner, then it's you in the center on a one-on-one. If you can't beat the center one-on-one, you don't need to be on point guard. This is just good, simple concepts for you. I'm giving y'all some good gems, man. Even though they smoking in a wreck, but it's okay. Now here you go. I went to the paint. I guessed it. It wasn't there. I thought it'd be open. They rotated, play good defense. Well, that's fine. Now they shifted the defense. But pay attention to where their center is going. Their center is at the bottom. So as I'm getting the ball back, I'm just locating this guy. I'm locating him. Beat my guy. Where you going, buddy? Where are you going, buddy? Pay attention to. This is going to be a good video for y'all. If you really want to get better, you really want to pass, it's going to be a good video for you. They play good defense. We come back. I should have broke this into 3 parts. Y'all ain't gonna watch 30 minutes of this. Y'all ain't gonna want to watch 30 minutes. I know y'all not. I know y'all. Now, random rec. Watch this. In the random rec, gotta be a little more patient. I'm getting bumped. As soon as the cut happened in the random rec, everybody cut to the paint. So be patient. Just be patient. Be patient. Now drive. Be patient, because you don't know what they're gonna do. My icon's up. You gotta let your right wing and your other guy on the right wing, let them figure it out. In the rec, gotta be a little bit more patient. Drive. They don't gotta be hot in the rec. They ain't gonna shoot it anyway. You can be patient. You can actually be patient in the rec. I'm giving y'all all the tips, all the tricks, man. You can be patient. Be patient. Be patiento. All right. And to finish it out, man, we're going to say Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. When you got the ball, you're in control. When you got the ball, you're in control. Last clip, I'm done. When you got the ball, you're in control. So as I see, this guy think I'm going to go dunk. I already got 43 points. I've been killing him. He think I'm a dunk. Right? Once this guy mess up, you don't have to do anything quick. Once you beat this guy, you don't have to do anything quick. You can let the game come to you. You beat this guy, go to the paint. I got a dunk. I got the pass to the left wing. I got the pass to the right corner. I get it. But you don't have to do anything. You already beat them. So what they're going to do, especially at a low level, they're just going to keep compiling mistakes. They're going to just keep adding mistakes to mistakes to mistakes to mistakes. They're not going to stop and just concede and say, all right, we messed up this possession. Let's give up a 2. They're not going to say that. They're just going to keep trying to make a play. Going to keep gambling. And I know that. So I'm going to bring it back out. All right. Here they go. Now, look, my left wing open and my right corner open. And the guy at the top of the key with the ball is open. So they got to respect the ball. Somebody run to this. But I know they got to run to the left wing. I know they got to run to the right corner. All you got. And now, the dude just give up. All you have to do is be patient. When you got the ball in your hands, you got to get good enough to where you could beat a defender. Once you beat the defender, you're good money after that. It's a good, simple ball right here, man. This is a good, simple ball. I'm done talking. I should break this up into a lot of parts, but y'all been asking for longer videos to go more in depth. I'm going to see how this do. If this doesn't do well, I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to condense this down to a 3-minute video, and it's going to be simple and sweet, but it won't go in depth. And I'm going to assume that you know a whole lot of stuff. And if you do, you do. But for the people that don't, make sure y'all comment, like this video, get engagement up. Let me know that y'all appreciate this so I can continue to rock and roll. It's your boy Bear the Beast. We out.